All right. Hello. We are back. It is Saturday night, here for another stream, and I don't often do this, but decided to shelve the project I started last week because the RG Epyons just came in. I'm giving away one of these tonight, which should be pretty cool. A little bit of a story to getting them, I think, faster than expected. And yeah, so we're giving one away. Gonna start on this one. Should be a lot of fun. Hope everybody's having a great day so far. Veterans Day today, I believe. Yesterday was the observed holiday, like federally or whatever. So anyway, I'm going to jump into the chat and say hello and all that good stuff. Before I do, a couple quick things. Number one, if you enjoy these streams, do please hit that like button. It helps more people see the stream. Number two, super chat and the Streamlabs tips are enabled. Any revenue from that do go to backup prizes. We do have a backup prize tonight should the Epyon get one before the final draw of the night. And speaking of which, thank you Tactical Joker 86 for the super sticker. And what else? I think, the one other thing, this weekend, Kodo 15 for 15% off all in-stock Kotobukiya, and during the stream tonight, Live 10 is active for 10% off in-stock items, so might be a good time to grab one of these. So I'm going to jump into the chat, say hello, and then break this puppy open and start building. What's up, Alexis, Niwana, Matt Weaver, Randall Morrison, Realtime 88, I already said Matt Weaver. Roy, Sidon, Anthony Sermoshi, what's up? Raganex, Erfig, Maverick Entity, Michael Aston, Kyle Walter, Jacob, Mad Mike, Lord Kronos, Mark D, Tactical Joker, Thomas, Ecstasy, Stealthy Bedlam, MZ, Farless Barkley, Matthew Russ, Bert Dorito, what's up? Leonard Associate, Discord page noises had me tripping for a second. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's muted. I don't know why they come through still. Buster 0988, Go Zero, I'm Gonna Kick You, Rob Rosencrantz, Ka Ing, what's up? Sound Agent Army, Al Tyson, what's up? KRV Hobbies, let's see, Lego Yoda, what's going on? Matthew Mahoney, just got a weapon and shield up to my MG Providence build. I need to figure out if I'm going to just panel line it or full paint. Eternal question. Arrow Moose, what's up? Hunter Thomas, Daniel Morgan, Raptor, Saki Art, Rob Salo, Death, Randall Morrison, Asian Fun, Tim Mott. Let's see, Kaiju King. I'll get the Epyon. This would make for a great birthday gift. Happy birthday. Thanks for the sub, Red Storm Popcorn, and Gene Fitzgerald. Chris, what's up? Richard Warlow, Andrew London. Hey friends, happy long weekend for those that get it. Dragon Squall Z, what's up? Wolf, Arfig, Kenny Real Deal Powers, Sasaki Art. It's like a shitload of RG Epyons came to all the US to all the stores. Yeah, I think they're trying to avoid the opposite problem of not enough. Where everybody's trying to avoid not having enough, I guess. Kazul, what's up? Leo Ma, Juan Rodriguez, Asian Fun, Buster Slash, Dominic G. Let's be real, Epyon is one of the top goats of Gundam. Studio AU, what's up? Peter, Mecha Born, Trim Trab, Velcro Shoe Guy, Phil, Gene. All right. Okay, I think I'm caught up on that. So let's open this up. What's up, Baron Radium? No wing kits sell like hotcakes here. They definitely do. So I think I said that there's a little bit of a story. So we've got a few different distributors that we're working with these days. I should just cut this thing off. And I completely forgot about one of them, which was actually the one that got them first. And we managed to get them in faster than expected because I was waiting for the other two and hadn't had word that they were shipping to them. So I'm kind of lucky that we got on this first week without too much trouble. The straps are really tight on this one. So I need to order one. Yeah, we got them in. The batch that we got in for this first batch is our smallest of the three chunks that are coming in. So if they sell out quickly, we do have more coming in the next few weeks, hopefully. Sound fun again. It's a nice dark red plastic. What's up, Arrow? I'm scared of any transformable RG. GPO2 is a fragile little bugger. I want another model I can let my kid. Can't let my kids even near the shelf of. Curious to see what you think of this build, Nick. I did the wing for my first RG. Really impressed. Outside decals being stupid small. I just like you guys like MGs. Tough luck. We got more RG for you. Send me the RG wing. Impressive and tiny. Yeah, it should be interesting because it is 1144. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of details packed into this thing. I don't often actually look at the like runner map parts list. Just curious if there's any that aren't used in this one because they sometimes mark them, but which might be an indicator of part reuse or another kit, but doesn't seem like it. And the manual for this one starts at the feet. Do you have any sort of pitted texturing in the red plastic? I don't see any on the stuff I can see through the bags. I don't really see anything like that as of yet, but as we open these up, I can take a look. So Kyle Dixon, Nick and Amina suggest this. Do you guys thought about selling parts like runners from broken boxes, the same way Yellow Submarine does in Japan? I've thought about the selling parts thing. It is a huge logistical headache. If we've got 4,000 plus products listed on our website and in the warehouse currently, to do every kit we've ever had, just the runners for, would be tremendous problem to try to solve logistically. The number of errors we would probably have, and we'd have to charge way more than people would feel like it's worth it, just to cover the cost of only certain parts really being popular or being needed. Thanks for the sub, Roy Dale Callywag. Mecha Parts guy gave up. It's a nightmare. Yeah, I've thought about it because there's definitely a niche there that could be filled. Okay, I need H runner first. So like there's a need there, but I feel like it's a huge problem. I think that's the name of the kit's kind of like a bag of parts. Oh, I see. Maybe. I don't know how much interest it'd be. I feel like people would complain if they didn't get the parts they thought they would. Because we have that problem, mystery boxes, and kits make that even more challenging. Got a sticker sheet here. Okay, there's 2 H runners. Just over at the 144 Argama deck. Looks sick. That's a great set, great kit, whatever you want to call it. I built one for the channel a few months back, and it was a ton of fun, and it looks great. I need to build some kits to put on it. All RG kits start with the feet. Do they? I guess I've only built a few. Didn't think the unicorn did when I did that one. It's your favorite part of the build to start off first? I like doing the head and upper torso first. I usually follow the instructions, and then I only abandon the instructions in order to put chunks together. I'd rather have things kind of assembled. Okay, so I need those times 2. 29, 30, 31, and 44. Sorry for the crinkling, guys. I'll mute it next time. 29, 30. Oh yeah, small parts on this one. Good feel to the plastic so far. Not all RGs start with the feet. For example, Xeon has no feet to begin with. Tactical Joker 86. Thanks for the super chat. What's a good trigger pull airbrush? So haven't used any trigger pull airbrushes. The only airbrushes I've used are the ones with the I don't know, it's a trigger, but it's like the button style trigger on top that I feel like is most common, or at least most common for gunpla builders. I use the Iwata HP CS, and I like it. It's a decent airbrush. Maybe somebody in the chat has some recommendations for a trigger airbrush. I hope they have some feet. Build the whole kit tonight. Probably not, Paul. I don't build that fast. I'm going to paint this model. I don't think so. I haven't painted any RGs yet. And I have a feeling if I take my time, this one will look good with good top coats and decals. Okay, so there's 1 foot. 144. Epyon was my first gunpla kit. I remember buying as a kid when my family went down to Disney World Epcot Center. It's long gone now. But many days of playtime, I should get a new one. Grex makes a good one. I've heard of Grex. Had one of those, but hands couldn't stay in that position for very long. Makes sense. Gilliary airbrushes are great, and they have a trigger airbrush. I would stay far away from that brand. Google it. There's some some controversy over that, and that's all I'll say. So, Mr. Trashcan Bob, thoughts on the MG SD Barbie? They're not out yet, but I'm kind of excited for it. Did you build the MG Epyon yet? I built the MG Epyon a while back. Giving away one kit or multiple tonight. We've got the RG Epyon to give away, and if it is drawn before the last draw of the stream, I do have a backup prize in the wings. So we might give away 2. Might be 1. Depends on how the numbers work. What do you guys think the next RG is going to be? I'm not sure. Well, the next one that was announced was it was something Seed, wasn't it? I forget which one it was. It's like a Force Impulse new spec or something like that. Because that be honest, starting with the feet, or technically the 2 heads. Force Impulse, slight recolor. There you go. You know, the 2045 version of the Wave Tachikon model will be in stock again anytime soon. Probably not. Those things get printed not super frequently. And I'm not currently aware of any in production. Nice musical taste. Thanks, Frank. We're the freedom from the new movie. Wouldn't be surprised if the next RG announcement is a Witch from Mercury kit or another Seed MS movie and all. A Witch from Mercury RG would be pretty cool. This kid me to grab one. We just got them in, just restocked them yesterday, or initially stocked them, I guess. What's up, Matt? Trying to solder those tiny 1mm neopixels to toss into my HD caliber, and I slightly hate myself. Okay, where is my razor? Is excited for Redacted 2. Good question. I am. What's been your favorite RG you built so far? Probably that I've completed so far. Probably the God Gundam. It was a really good kit. I've only built that and the Full Armor Unicorn. That was a solid kit too. Basically have no complaints with the RGs I've built so far. Oh, let me get it. I can't wait. Nice. Excuse me while I spend monies. Undergates and RG Epyon. I've seen one undergate so far, so I have a feeling it's undergated. The God Gundam was heavily undergated. I think this stuff's all internal, but I'm not totally sure. See the announcement of the new IBO Murder Hunt anime? No, I didn't. Any sale promotion for the coming holidays? Yes, there will be sales through the holidays. I mean, we've running sales all the time right now, so I can't imagine that we would just stop running sales for the holidays. It said they're redacted out this time, but I'll be watching to see what happens. Clean up panel lines and the RG Unicorn perfectibility right now. Tons of undergates. Did I miss it? Miss what, Matt? Just tuning in. Got one of my son's friends for the night, so I'll be in and out as I get them to bed. With the God Gun was undergate, so they can do some kind of gold plate hyper mode version. Bandai Expos like the old MG. I think it's just pretty common on newer kits Maybe sit on redacted this round. My girlfriend is entering again though. That's cool. Very strange. Bandai hasn't announced the next PG. Yeah, that is true. I have no idea what they're doing. I don't know if they have any idea what they're doing, to be honest. Most new RGs are undergated. The crossbar plenty undergating. I'm not expecting any code versions of that one. Getting any PG Perfect Shark anytime soon. I'm not sure. So I'm here. I just had to log back into my YouTube account. It logged me out for some reason. Well, welcome. Beyond MG is one of my favorite kits, but one of the hardest ones I've ever built, only because of the special coatings getting chipped. Next PG would be PGSD. That'd be pretty crazy. That'd actually be kind of cool. So glad the F1 colorway of the PGU isn't a public release and only a one-off. What's up, Rob Sadler? Any Faz for a COD? Not sure. I don't think I've seen them on order forms, so probably not anytime soon. The redacted box is getting a restock, so I forgot to get one on Tuesday. Maybe. We're ordering kits specifically for the contest. We're going to order more than we had boxes available to kind of cover us if we get any damaged on the way in. So if they don't get damaged, I could see maybe doing a quick burst last chance. But we had to cut off the box ordering because we had to order the materials for the box. You ever do something before building it that makes your hands ache with every action? I played a ton of an old GameCube game today called Gotcha Force. My hands are feeling it. Not usually. I think the only thing I do that that kind of beats up my hands is probably building, so. Sometimes it seems like Bandai is trying very hard to throw away any recent wins. Yeah. So with that sore left thumb bit you get when the nail is chipped off ever so slightly. Relation redacted. When I was debating entering, I had the box to my cart, but I didn't check out. When the time limit hit, I found the redacted box still in my cart on the site. If I were to cash out, would it actually go through you guys? Is this unintended? Keeps your system by accident. There's some flaws in the plugin we use for pre-order stuff that sometimes allows things like that to go through. The order might go through. That doesn't mean we would allow it to go out the door. So I would recommend against just checking out. It's using water sanding. I'm not mad. But the live streams have discount codes now, or was I just blind? No, just special today. I mean, we often, if we have a sale going on over the weekend, we'll have the weekend sale code up, and the live 10 is special today. We used to do it all the time, but it's kind of special this time. Right, hello, I got an aerial rebuild scattered across my desk right now. Nice. Would you guys like to be the next MGEX, and should the EX be for? That's a good question. I think it'd be cool to see an MGEX heavy arms, and the EX would be motorization of the Gatling guns, would be, if I had to pick one. Okay, that's what I expected I was going to check out, but I figured I'd leave it in the car if you want me to do any sort of beta testing. So I'm familiar with the issue, and we can definitely recreate it, as well as a few other flaws in that that system, unfortunately. So MGX, VX, Gundam wings, LED lights, no light LEDs, hell yeah. Heavy arms and motors, lights and sound. Ready from Phoenix, 10 more days till my Japan Gundam tour. Nice. Jealous. I really want to get back to Japan. I feel like it's not going to be anytime soon, though, with the new baby and all that stuff. I wish they would make these undergates not so flush with the edge of the part. Like, they could change them slightly and it would make cleaning them that much easier. Alright, just checking in, folks, since NHRL Finals is on right now. Have fun building, everyone. Well, thank you for stopping by. Man, I may have walked themselves in a corner with MGX. It's got to be hard to come up with new extreme points. Maybe, but they also might reuse them. They haven't said that they're always going to be a new extreme point every time. A rotating Gatling gun will turn it from a model kit into a toy. Maybe. Not gonna lie. Not gonna do a Lion King pose the kid in front of the moving Gundam. Then probably not. Although I was holding her today in the office here. Okay, was getting some work done, and I said something about Gundams while I was holding her, and her head immediately snapped to the display case, so she knows what's up. They can just make stuff up for extreme, not like the MGX SF had that much metal expression. That was just marketing. HG Advanced Hazel, nice. True heir to the Mecha Warehouse Empire is made apparent. Huzzah. Alright, so got that part of the feet done. 90 D14 and E110. So where is runner D? Go. Okay, unmuted. What does he, sir? What percentage would you say is the probability of Bandai producing older kits with the new factory up and running? I think it's huge. They're already starting to. I mean, they do regularly go back and reprint older kits and cycle them through. Does one not have a letter? Oh, there it is. F1. So they already do it. I suspect as that capacity opens up, they'll do it more and more because they can't just keep printing the same kits over and over again. They've got plenty of copies of the more recent kits, a lot of stuff's out there. So hope we get to build the tail tonight. We'll see. Let's see. You're for the high resolution wing kits, even unpopular kits. Probably not unpopular kits. I think they're going to reprint stuff based on how well they think it'll sell, but there's plenty of stuff that has not been printed since the COVID boom happened. Okay, this is E1 here. E1. Like less popular stuff they'll reprint for anniversaries if at all. Tongue tied here. Yeah, I mean the popularity of a kit will come into play, but I think they're going to be smart. They know what stuff they have sitting on the shelves, and they're not going to print more of that stuff if they can print something new that people don't have. Okay, where's runner D? It's probably this big bag. Oh, right. Muting again for the crinkle. No, I keep annoying you with this question, but what would you say is the chance with age-grown suits? I don't really know what the percentage is. Someone mentioned the tail here. That is really cool. That's going to be fun when we get to that. I don't know what the odds are. My best guess probably isn't going to be very accurate. Okay, 2D runners. Hey Nick, how are you doing? What do you recommend as replacement for purple power? Oh, that's for like removing paint from parts, probably. I've never used purple power for that. I think isopropyl alcohol would be good. Waiting on the RG Epyon to come out to kit patch with a 30-minute sister's kit. Oh, that's a cool idea. Good night. It's movie night with the wife. Nice. Have a good evening, Paul. Okay. So parts I need here, D14 and E10. We should do this first draw soon too. It's nice that Provo will make the plastic brittle. I don't think so. I suppose it could. Do you know anywhere where the Neo Xeon narrative version is like accessible? I don't think so. It's going to be either scalpers or wait until P Bandai comes around again with it. This guy here, what's your favorite kit? I mean, there's so many good kits. I hate this question. I get asked it all the time, and I hate it because there's so many good ones. But I guess if I had to pick one, it'd be the MG Heavy Arms Custom. Okay, and then E1 and 2, number 10. this runner as well. IPA for direct panel liner wash will make plastic brittle. Right, I've heard that. I haven't heard isopropyl doing it though. People who can name a favorite kid are crazy. I can't possibly choose one. That's how I feel about a lot of things. I see a lot of what's your favorite this or favorite that, and I don't have a favorite in a lot of categories. I have lots of favorites. And generally, like Gunpla, I don't really dislike a lot of it. Most of it's good, so it's really hard to pick one. How's it built so far? So far, so good. I mean, I'm on the second part of the first sub-step of the first step, so it's not quite a thorough review as of yet. Engineering boring question. Anyway, don't sweat it. Okay, so let's get the number range figured out here. A lot of people in here, more than usual. Okay, so for our first drawing for the giveaway, I'm sure we have some people who've never done this before, so make sure you listen carefully. We're going to put a number in the chat between 1 and 1700, and for the first question you can answer, what is your favorite RG? 1 to 1700, what is your favorite RG? Only post one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win. And your answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be a valid entry. 1 to 1700 and favorite RG so far. Built any RG yet, but I have a Tall Geese in my backlog. The RG Tall Geese is a nice kit. I guess I have built another RG before. I forget about that one because it sits in a box. I did the RG Tall Geese 2 as part of a charity stream. Speaking of charity streams, I need to start thinking about the 2023 charity stream and what I'm going to build and all that good stuff. What's up, Blast Me Builds? Meant to put in Tall Geese, but my phone only put in Ta. Or how the Tall Geese is one of my favorite MS. I mean, I've only done Tall Geese 2, but the Tall Geese 1 and Tall Geese 2 are practically the same thing. That was a nice build. One I would definitely recommend. Just by the feed, there's a question of what I miss. Question is favorite RG and numbers 1 to 1700. Build a PG for the charity stream. I did that a couple of years ago. I did it all in one shot. It was a 26-hour stream, and it was rough. I have a feeling that I don't want to do a 24-hour stream this year because I'm already sleep deprived with the new baby. I might be sleeping better by say late December. but I think I have like lack of sleep PTSD. Still have 2 RGs in my backlog. I haven't touched them yet. Haven't built Gunpla since the end of spring. Ooh, rough. Which PG was it? It was the GPO one. I then ended up building the full burner and armor over the next like 3 or 4 months after the stream or something. It took a while. So you want to build the MG Barbatos. That'd be a good one to do for sure. That might be a good one. Yeah, first 3 months are tough with new baby, definitely. Like, I feel like in some ways it's getting better already. I went to jiu-jitsu for the first time in about 6 weeks last night. So I was finally not feeling totally dead by the end of the workday. So that was nice. Definitely been missing getting to jiu-jitsu and training and stuff. So cap 12 hours, the full 24 tensor in your sleep schedule for a few days, definitely. And it's just not worth it if I'm not like fully refreshed to begin with, you know? Like, I don't know if I want to risk screwing myself up. Gonna be sore tomorrow. Who's gonna be sore tomorrow? You? I said God kind of moved for the RG was pretty awesome. There was a question here I was gonna answer. It's that 3M thing, like a super fine filer sponge. It's a sanding sponge. Used to be my go-to, and I still use them to fit in certain places. Joining a little late. What was the question? Favorite RG 1 to 1700 from the BJJ. I don't know. I don't think so. I felt pretty good. It was a pretty sessions over there have been pretty chill the last few months. I think everybody's kind of working on being technical, which is good. You're watching fights, Craig Jones, Gordon Ryan. I haven't seen that stuff recently. The most recent ones, I've been so focused on just trying to get in, work on the business, family, all that stuff. Good stuff there, though. See, Ethan would like to do part of the charity stream to lessen the load, Nick. Maybe. See, he's hourly, though. I don't know if I could ask him to do that without paying. It's a lot of hours. The mega size kit's intricate or more like a big HG? Definitely more like a big HG. I'm going to call time for the draw momentarily here. We'll see if we have a winner yet. You fight people just learn moves and stuff. I just trained to train. I've also been doing full contact karate basically my entire life. Just hit 30 years of that, and I used to compete in that internationally and such, but haven't since COVID, and I'm pretty sure my career there is over. But we'll see. I guess there's always a chance. Payment a kit to build on stream, flawless plan. Wow, sick, never too late, brother. Yeah, well, I mean, the full contact thing is, it definitely takes a toll on your body. Last time I fought was, late 2019 probably. So that was 4 years ago, and I'm definitely getting into the age range where I feel like my recovery from some of that stuff will take a while. Okay, I'm gonna call time. I'll start to volunteer for shift breaks, have some variety to the charity stream, that'd be cool. Really good UFC fight tonight. Jerry Pereira and Aspinall pals. Very cool. Age makes risk reward bad, right? you thought about jiu-jitsu. Did you not hear the part where I went back to jiu-jitsu for the first time in 6 weeks the other day? Like I thought about it yesterday while I was training. Maybe a warrior at the hobby table, then a hobbyist. I don't want to write the guard, warrior in a garden analogy. All right, so here we go, drawing our number 1683 for our first draw. $41 each beer is equal to day recovery. Okay, that sucks. Dang, I was 1681 away from that. So I don't see a winner. I'm not sure if my chat log goes back far enough. No, I think it might. I don't see any winners. I'll let you guys confirm. And if there is no winner, we will draw again shortly. Okay. $49, a fifth of whiskey is like a year-long commitment. The 1683 is an easy search. Very true. Not as likely to be confused with other random numbers on the screen when I'm doing the search. 39, climbed up the warehouse racks and realized I wasn't young anymore. You can invite a bit to the stream chat and it moderates the raffle for you. A bot. I think there are bots that can do that kind of stuff. This method's worked fairly well for the last few years though. It's almost like this darker, I don't know, what do you call it? This darker red from the E-Runner doesn't want to sand as well. I don't want that kit bad. We got him in stock. 32 next month, and I hobble at work and can't understand the talk people 4 years younger than me. I love the maroon color that Epyon rocks. Stephanie, if you got to go with red on a mobile suit, I like this kind of red better than like a bright red. Generally not a huge fan of red mobile suits. Gonna sale anytime soon. Direct your eyes to the top of the screen where there's 2 discount codes active right now. The live 10 is only good during the stream, code of 15 for the rest of the weekend until midnight Eastern on Sunday. Riley spirits don't give me much of a hangover as beer, especially soju. Could ever bring in some metabots. I think we have a few metabots. We're not likely to get a ton of them in the future because they're not as popular. Oh, that's why it's separate. So it's got the little mouth thing. Duh. I forget what the stream discount. Just order everything as soon as you stock it. This is only the second time we've done the Live 10 code in probably about a year, honestly. The Live 10 is not a regular thing anymore. Used to be. Just playing around with bringing it back a little. Really didn't notice them before on the site, but to use it 10% for sure. I'm gonna try the purple Mountain Dew yet. I haven't. What's the purple supposed to be for? Makes sense. Metabot's never been that popular in the West. The last video game was on the GBA. Yeah, it's probably a while ago then. Got 2 Metabots kits in stock, 8 and 4 left. They're not popular, just trying to relive my childhood. Definitely look at the ones that we got. I don't know if they're ones that you're interested in. I don't know if we've passed on other Metabot kits since then, because they just didn't sell as well as we had hoped they would. Then the one time I'm trying not to increase my backlog to the site-wide discount code in my face. Right? Right there with you, though, trying to not add to my backlog, and then stuff comes in and I see it and then I have to buy it. And for me, it's not like I got to check out. I basically just grab it and update an inventory quantity or grab something off the Ding and Den cart that I want. So it's rough. Having trouble with the willpower for that. So I forgot to get in the D&D Pop Parade Spike Spiegel. Or max the credit cards. Joe Beetle and Cross Messiah. Right. New kits are tempting. They definitely are. Or old kits you haven't seen in a while. Or kits you hadn't even thought about. I ended up moving to my office backlog pile a couple Hexacure Governor kits yesterday, actually. After doing that Governor on stream recently, I'm definitely more interested in that line. I got an idea for a little diorama with the Hexacure bulk arms and the Governors. Problem with discovering a passion for old IPs, usually the fan base is gone to drive any products. I keep finding that out during the 30s midlife crisis age of discovery. Full MD is called Mystic Punch. It's Game Fuel variant MD with a fruit punch, but tastes more like bubblegum to me. Interesting. Then we'll get into 30-minute missions. I pick up some of those up. Heard they were comparable with Gunflow. Definitely, they're good, solid kits. I've built a few and been happy every time. Great if you like kit bashing and customizing, because they got all the different accessory packs. And there's definitely some cool designs, especially in the more recent 30-minute missions releases. We threw 3 HG kits this week, but still have 2 more big ones, 2 RGs and an MG. Classic Mountain Dew is best Mountain Dew. Definitely my favorite. And everybody talks of the Baja Blast, but I definitely prefer the original. Very curious about 30-minute fantasy line coming next summer. I don't know if I've heard about that. Is there another 30-minute missions line coming out? When did that get announced? Except for 30-minute missions, Armored Core 4 kits are probably be my first 30-minute missions kits. I heard about those. It sounds pretty cool. Yeah, I think if you pick it up, there's like a chance that I don't actually finish the feet to stream at the rate I'm going. At least that's how it feels. I don't know if just the number of chatters is slowing me down or what. Undo Voltage is my current favorite. Green Mountain 2 is God, but Baja Blast is good, but I don't go to Taco Bell a lot, so it's a once in a while for me. I've been able to, well, no, that's not really true. But not going to Taco Bell, but I've had it DoorDashed a few times. The last few weeks have been rough on making my own lunch to bring it, because Kate would often make me an amazing lunch to bring. And she's been otherwise occupied with the baby around. Finally got that rectified, I think, last week. With the old classic peanut butter sandwiches. The 2024 Baja Blast will be a regular flavored, no longer a summer only release. Oh, interesting. Late night Taco Bell saved my freshman year of college. Prevented you from dropping out or something? Or that's like a loaded statement. You know, Pokemon at all? Not really. You know, I played the games when they came out originally. You know, talk about the old Red and Blue on the original Game Boy or whatever. But my local Taco Bell's only open 12 to 5? Yeesh. So I mean, Pokemon's cool, but I don't really play the games or follow it super closely. Okay, runner A. Okay, 2. I want Taco Bell. So in the Gundam all model lines discontinued, what kit series would become your main? I don't know, man. That's a tough one. I mean, there's probably more HGs than anything else available right now, but there's tons of MGs kind of around at the moment, so I could probably keep myself occupied with MGs for a long time. Go back into it after 10 years because of 151 set. Okay. You guys should talk about going to the gym. Just me or does anyone else hyperfixate on removing nubs to leave a perfect surface? I definitely feel that way at times, Mick. I feel like it's a constant struggle between wanting to spend 0 time and spending all the time on a nub. Certain pays about $5 less than every other fast food joint in town. 20 to 22 overalls, Taco Bell 16, and they refuse to adjust. They can't hire, so they're open almost no hours. That makes sense. So how to deal with that? That's I think that's a practice thing, right? The whole perfect is the enemy of good enough, and trying to figure out when that is. I think if you can get the surface basically perfect, and you're going for like competition level or like really good display models, then there's not necessarily anything wrong with putting that level of effort in. Only if it bothers you or causes problems otherwise. We were talking about martial arts. That's true. Trying to get myself back active there too. I feel like I put on weight over the last I don't know, a couple months, I guess. I feel like it was partially the time leading up to the baby being born and then through it. Not eating as healthy as I should, definitely not working out as much as I should. So can I ask what tools you use? That's a great question, Mick. So I have the nippers I use are Godhand Ultimate Nippers. The Disbay 3.0s are also great nippers. I have a pair of those at the warehouse I use for some things there. But I've just been using them forever. I got the Razor Origin is what I use for most of my nub cleanup, and the Bouncer also from Gun Primer, kind of for after that. And then I also use 3M sanding sponges, but the Disbay, Tamiya, Infinity, etc. There's a lot of good hobby brands as well. I use the 3M because I bought like a bulk pack 5-10 years ago, whatever it was, and I'll probably have that. It'll be a legacy thing to give to my grandkids or something. I thought you were still talking about Taco Bell, but it is nubs. Well, I mean, I guess if Taco Bell's causing you problems and you need to wean off of that too, that's a thing too. But it's okay to eat Taco Bell every once in a while. Does your site sell tools or only guns? We definitely sell tools too. We sell Gun Primer, Godhand, Disbay, Infinity, Mr. Hobby, Tamiya. We've got a good variety of stuff. We also started wrestling in high school, bought him shoes, and I want to get back in it. Just whip his butt. In some ways, I wish I had wrestled when I was younger. In some ways, I also kind of glad I don't, but I feel like there's a lot of stuff I could have learned doing it. If you have Disbay STX come through the warehouse, how recommend you snag a pair to try? Interesting. Kids will have handheld laser dub removers and will stare at the sandpaper in confusion. Heirloom, that's the word I was looking for. You have heirloom sandpaper, sanding sponges. Haven't had fast food in about 5 months, don't miss it. Easier in the wallet and belly. Good for you, man. Good for you. Wrestling easily transfers to BJJ. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of stuff I feel like would come more natural. Would have come more natural, especially early on. There's definitely some things that aren't perfect translations or whatever, or habits you have to kind of get rid of if you do a lot of wrestling going into jiu-jitsu, but it's a solid skill set. It feels awesome. BJJ at wrestling because it was BJJ. That direction works well too. You gotta like lose certain habits or instincts going from one to the other just because of the way scoring and competition rules work and stuff. But they're very valid. Random question: do you know any good stores in Europe? I know someone who wanted to try it but was turned off by the $15 HG Aerial being €30 on Amazon. I do not personally want to train BJJ myself, but the closest place is 2 hours away. Yeah, two's a little rough. Usually drive about 45 minutes, and that can be pretty rough. Just got my Psycho Zaka for you guys today. Happy Saturday. Nice, and thank you. The RG Epyon build, how's it, Nick? Is it all right or too difficult? So far, so good. I mean, I'm still on the feet in the first, well, like the second part of the second step. So it's hard to fully review it at this point. But so far, so good. Wrestling is something you can get super technical in. Big thing I got from it is to remember where the head goes, the body follows. In the context of what I want to learn is hockey, but I can't skate at all. It's definitely a prereq. Skating's fun too. Used to ice skate all the time. We last winter we went once as a family. I'd love to get back and doing that some more. Anyone excited for the end of the year? Not really. I feel like time's flying by way too fast. I don't want anything to go faster than it is right now. Okay. What is the rarest kit in your collection? I don't know. I mean, well, I guess probably I've got a pair of HG RX 78 711s. One, I got the regular and what's the other one called? Oh my god, hand nippers just broke. LMAO. Oh no. Time flies. It's time we're getting old, right? I don't want to get any older. I remember being a kid, and the only thing I wanted was to get older so I could do more stuff. And now it's the opposite. Okay, so second draw here. Okay, second draw of the night. Kind of DK is so good because the guy posts a lot of funny packing. Short. Try Gun Store DK. Oh, okay. Looking for European store. Okay, second draw of the night. 1 to 950, and let's answer the question for this one. What would you like to see as the next RG? 1 to 950, what would you like to see as the next RG? Remember, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship US addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be a valid entry. See, like a Shatria, that'd be cool. That would be a super complex kit, though, I bet. Calabaran. Ariel would be cool. I feel like they've done a few different wing kits, so an RG heavy arms would be really cool if they ever get around to it. Full armor from Thunderbolt, that'd be pretty cool too. RG Yakashiki and Rick Diaz. That'd be cool. Back when they announced the RG line, they had the lineups for Jim and Ground Gundam and Goof Custom. Yeah, those never materialized. That'd be cool though. That stuff would be pretty awesome. Can you imagine RG Neo's young? I absolutely cannot. I feel like there's a reason we haven't seen any RGs of super large, bulky designs. It's the Camphor and Gundam Evo. Just had the Camphor's the last suit they released. RG Heavy Arms, there you go. With you, high new, Daniel. So I just want to examine any grade, mention how glorious it would look. They should make a line for mobile armors, or, you know, revisit RE100 for mobile armors. Picking kids and grades we should like to see. Top enter the the question for the draw is, which RG would you like to see next? Like what suit would you like to see an RG of next? But the next RG would be from UC since the recent ones were from AU. That might make sense. What RG would you want to see? I'd be right there with the heavy arms. The mention of the ground Gundam would be a really cool one too. I mean, if the whole is let's make a realistic looking Gundam, I feel like the ground Gundam was basically built around a realistic Gundam in a lot of ways. Hey, when I'm masking, the first part I mask is like a patchwork of 2mm tape, and then by the second I somehow have learned how to do it 100 times better. Yeah, it's kind of a learning process. The next kit, you should be able to shortcut that a bit, though. Expecting one of the next few RGs to be a Master Gundam. That would make sense with the G Gundam being out recently. So skilled to build an RG IBO kit unless they figure out some way to make the way super stable. I mean, it might be with the multiple parts, they might be able to make it detailed and stable. Be really interesting. Or I think I might want an RG 0O Gundam. That's basically RX-70 with the GN drive. 00 Gundam, maybe? I mean, how complex is the foot alone? They're pretty complex. They have opening mouths because they serve a dual purpose as the faces or whatever, heads of the dragon thing. I'll call time here in a second. That's the way they're going to do it moving forward, is pro-tag release and partner and tag release following. They've kind of done that before. I remember when the MG Alex came out, the 2.0, they did the RE100 Zaku 2 FZ, the RE100 at the same time, which was kind of smart. Meant the original Zero Gundam, the ribbons uses at the end of Gundam 00 versus the XE2. Okay. I haven't seen 00, so did it ever drop a line? I think they have. Sometimes it's done kind of quietly. All right, it's called time. Develo's good watching for late night with the baby. Where can I watch it without having to buy or pay for it? Or, you know, ride the 7 Seas or whatever. Sail the 7 Seas. Okay, so number range was 1 to 950 this time. 100 line is dead, replaced by new and improved full mechanics. Full mechanics tends to be not UC though, so I think RE100 is just dead and not really replaced, although it could come around. Hulu, but I gotta pay for Hulu. Hulu isn't free anymore. Okay, 324. Caesar calling it comes south. Okay, 324. I don't see a winner. I'll let you guys confirm, but if that's the case, we will draw again shortly. I made one RE100 so far and was unimpressed. Which one, Adam? I've only got the one on my backlog, that FC I was talking about. FM Arrow was great. FM Arrow was great. Highly recommend that kit. I ended up grabbing a second one after I built the one on stream to save for another project down the line. So she got the origin gun tank when? I mean, there's the gun tank early type, which is pretty cool. Options of streaming are fun. The Black Flag. What was the number? 324. All right, step 3 finally, H 28, 34, 35. You have a favorite non-Gundam line? I don't know, 30-minute missions is good, so maybe I'll go with that. This must be for the ankle, I think. We had 3 motor nuclear kits in there. Peak. Full mechanics will replace MGs. I'm not sure. I mean, they're still coming out with new Verka. Serious, I'll try more Kodo kits in the future. Absolutely. I got some more Kodo kits on the backlog I want to build. It's been moments where no one won the giveaway kit when the final number draw was called. If so, do you hold on the kit for next stream or do you rapid fire polls to get a winner? The second one, we'll pull against the same number range again to try to get a winner usually. At least if we're on the original prize. If it's a backup prize, we will let it flow over to the next stream usually. Didn't miss a stream. I thought you were building the Alonzo Soul. Adam, the RG Epyon came in and restocked yesterday, so I was too excited. So I boxed up the Delonza Soul. No, it was the standard type Delonza actually. So I boxed it up, set it aside, and I will return to it after the Epyon. Thinking I might step away here for a second to go get some water because I think mine ran out and I'm struggling a little bit. What's your favorite Gundam series? I'm a big fan of Wing just for the nostalgia factor, but I like 8th MS Team for the kind of gritty realism. RG Epyon Kid is on my Christmas list. I bet you're not the only one to have it on your Christmas list. Okay, I'm gonna be right back and refresh my water so I don't don't lose my voice because of it. BRB. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Waiting on Netflix and asked them to make a real-life Gundam Wing series. Yeah, so it's just this step and another step to get the feet done. Hopefully I can at least finish the feet. Katie, I think your stream is behind. We're not taking numbers right now. Matt, you're behind too. A bunch of you guys are. Like, have you seen the live action Avatar: The Last Airbender trailer? I haven't. I'm seeing a few things pop up here and there about it, though. I'm curious. I probably should go try to find it. Liked the original. Watched it with the kids. It was good. Whatever time it takes to get your order from buying to get to your customer door. Richard, it really depends on when the order is placed. We generally strive to get things out within a couple days. Usually, probably 2 business days or less to get out the door, unless we're absolutely slammed because of a sale or, unexpected absences in the warehouse, things like that. And then time to get from there to the customer's door depends on where they're located. We're in New Hampshire, so Northeast is usually a day or 2 from there. The West Coast is probably about 5 days of transit time. Our creators said they quit because Netflix wouldn't listen to them. Oh, that's rough. Like, that's not a good sign. Also, weather play a big factor. That's true. Transit times can definitely be increased if there's major weather events going on pretty much anywhere, even if it's not local to you. We've had, a hurricane in the southeast affect deliveries other places because a lot of the carriers end up having to shift things around as a result. Let me see, it's usually about a week if I order early in the day. Yeah, it should be about average. Have you spoken to Dylan at all? If so, how's he doing? He stopped in to pick up an order relatively recently. He's doing good, I think. From the conversation I had with him anyway. Didn't realize which devices into play where I left off. You guys are easily the fastest of the stores. I don't really shoplift for gunplay. That's good to hear, Daniel. That's what we strive to be. We've definitely had a week here and there where we've struggled a bit. Either we got a ton of stuff in all at once, or we had key people out, often unplanned, like an illness or something. We're small enough that we can adapt quickly to things, but we're also small enough that we don't have a lot of capacity to absorb issues like that when somebody gets sick, or I'm out of the warehouse because of the new baby or whatever kind of stuff going on. In Western Mass, so a day or 2 if it's UPS, it's overnight. So about 1 day after it ships for me, or 2.5 hours if I wanted to drive down. Shipping from you guys usually really good. It's USPS that usually messes things up here anyhow. That's true. A lot more has been going USPS. They've gotten very competitive on shipping rates lately. I'm at CHL that can't read a map. I feel like every carrier has spots that they're good and bad in. I take USPS over UPS. The Columbus, Ohio Post Office keeps firing people for stealing or just not delivering at all. Yeah, that's definitely an issue that I've seen. Maybe not stealing, but incompetence or corner cutting. You get the places that they'll scan their packages well before they're anywhere close to where they're going to deliver them. It's really frustrating. My backlog's big enough, so I don't usually have to worry how long it'll take. It's one of the good justifications for a backlog if you need one. You missed the first drawing. You missed the first few, but we haven't drawn a winner yet. We're going to do the next drawing very, very shortly. We're shipping out my job. Sometimes I noticed if it's packages, the customers always pick UPS and not FedEx. For what it's worth, we get people that pick FedEx over the other options too, so I don't think it's heavily skewed one way or the other than that most people just use standard, whatever's cheapest. FedEx charges a pickup fee. They do. It's fixed though, I think. So as long as you do enough volume to have it make sense, that it makes sense. We started using them just because they're the cost of actual shipping, especially on large boxes, is where they mostly come in. They've saved us a ton over UPS. And those really big ones are the ones that we usually eat most of the shipping cost on, so it makes sense to get that cost as low as possible. There's a diorama coming along. Haven't touched it in months. Hopefully be back on it soon. But I've just been too busy as of late. I've only done a little bit of off-stream building. Hopefully be able to do some more soon. There's a lot of bigger stuff and freight with FedEx. Yeah, UPS would always get me the next day from you guys. USPS a little slower, 2 or 3 days. I don't think I've gotten a FedEx yet. What's the most prized kit in your backlog, Nick? Most prized kit in my backlog. I don't know. I have to go with the 7-Eleven Special RX-78 just because it's kind of cool. I always ask for USPS. Any FedEx packages headed my way has to go through Atlanta, Georgia. That's pretty much the Bermuda Triangle. Okay. Let's figure out this third draw. Okay. Third draw of the night. Let's do a number from 1 to 500. 1 to 500, and what is your least favorite RG kit? 1 to 500, least favorite RG kit. Remember, 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses, and you must be present to win. Comment or answer the question, and the number have to be in the same comment for do valid entry. 1 to 500 and least favorite RG. Okay, 45, H45, I need 2 of those. Okay, so got those two. Actually, to Puerto Rico once. It never came back. Yeah, it's not a good place for it to go accidentally. I mean, if you live in Puerto Rico, then you kind of want to go there. But if you don't, that's kind of a problem. Okay, D15. Feeling a little bit better about perhaps actually finishing the feat this stream. I want to kit. My fingers stings. Put a number in the chat between 1 and 500 and answer the question, what's your least favorite RG? And we're going to draw a number shortly here in that 1 to 500 range. And if your number comes up, you'll be the winner. Or at least if you are one of multiples, we'll have to deconflict that. But that's how we choose a winner. Arc 78 sticker placement in the elbows and parts run off like crazy. What made me hate it? Looks cool at least though. What do you think is the most underrated kit in each grade? I mean, that's a tough question because I haven't built a ton. Folks listed kits that don't have an RG. Yeah. One of these days we'll change the rules to be that your answer to the question has to actually make sense for it to be valid. My riser nut removal kit you're using, haven't used it yet. How do you like it? It's good. I've been using it for a little over a year now. I'd highly recommend it. Out of curiosity, how long does it take for you guys to restock, and what's the process of restocking? I mean, it depends on the kit. Everything Bandai wise, I mean, and all manufacturers for that matter, kits get printed periodically. They don't get printed all the time. So a lot of kits might only get printed once a year or less. Some get printed more than that if they're really popular. But these days, a lot of kits don't get printed that frequently. So we get a chance to order them when they come in. Some kits are currently, available at distributors that have them in stock, and so we can restock them as needed. It's becoming more common. But for any given kit, it could be that we could be able to grab some whenever, and some take forever, years. So I was told to jump on kits because they got out of production for a while, and you have to wait. It's pretty much true, Velcro Shoe Guy. It depends on how badly you need a kit, and if it's been out of print before, or like how long it's been since it's been printed before. So it's kind of hit or miss. Hey, what? We're talking about a number? Don't understand. How many Epyons did y'all get? We got a lot coming. The first batch wasn't that big, but they're still in stock, so they're doing okay. We got more coming. That was a great bouncer effect in the finish. Since you were not painting the model, why'd you ask? Well, I didn't ask for the white bouncer instead. I used the gray because I'm going to top coat the matte finish anyway. I think if you were using white, you'd want to use gray before it. But I don't need a like pristine glossy finish like the original plastic. I just need it to be smooth. You guys getting hyped up for Black Friday or Cyber Monday? We're starting to make our plans. What to say, the video displaying kits was super fun and informative. Glad to hear it. All right, calling time here. Seems like kid of the year, maybe a little biased. Have you built it yet? I mean, they've just barely been out, but I think it's probably the big release for the year, really. Wonder how many manufacturing sites Bandai's going for this stuff. In the recent Game Informer tour, that one facility had like 35 machines doing 4,000 runners a day, probably 15,000 kits. So I mean, they doubled the size of their factory, but they basically have one factory. Okay, so I called time, doing 1 to 500. Number 260. Bought a second large suitcase, so bring more kits back from Japan. So far, it only fits 4 MG size kits. Wondering if I should risk it and mail them back. If need be. Oh, I don't see a winner. I'll let you guys confirm. If that's the case, then we'll be doing one more draw right before the end of the stream. I didn't win. RG Gundam was trash. Like the ARC 78, or is there a specific one? So you're building the whole thing. I'm working on the whole thing. I'm not going to build it all in one stream, obviously. You only go to 10:30 usually. So another 18 minutes or so. Gotcha. So I'll pick up where I left off on this next week on stream. Yeah, whoever's mentioned texture issues with the red plastic, I definitely haven't seen any of that yet. I haven't scoured all the runners, but seeming good. Just panicked. My overhead lights just shut off on my craft table. It turned out I kicked the plug by accident. Whoops. So I'm so glad they did away with foil stickers on joints. There's no way they thought that would hold up. Officially placed my first water sign decal. Awesome, Mad Mike. What gold gunner marker would you use to help with the inner frame of the old MG Strike Freedom? I mean, there's basically just the gold marker, isn't there? The inner frame's ABS. You really shouldn't use markers on it unless you're fine with it disintegrating. Display metallic gold is really good. Oh, I guess you could mean different manufacturers. I hear someone say Gundam marker, and I just think of the Mr. Hobby brand because those are the official Gundam markers. Giveaway still happening. It is. We got one more draw to do. We'll be doing that shortly. No winners so far, so we still have that RG Epyon to give away. There we go. That one a little bit better. Okay. What are those sticks called on your website? Are you talking about this tool here? Or there's the balancer and there is the Razor Origin, both from Gun Primer. That was what you're referring to? I want to hit the Old Dominion Open next year. I'm probably going to go down again. I would have liked to have gone at the SCGMC this weekend, but wasn't in the cards. Pretty sure Kate would have killed me if I left to go across country for a model show or whatever. I would have gotten some good sleep though, probably. Both things gonna get some. I'd highly recommend it. They're great products. They also have a gate remover set, which I think includes some of both and another additional piece as well. But you basically can't go wrong with any of that stuff. Alright, so I got feet done. Only took me like 2 hours to do the feet. I'm going to dry down ODO. Looks like it'd be 10-11 hour drive with brakes. It's not too bad. Especially if you can carpool it and split the driving. Hours sounds normal for an RG. Yeah, I mean, it's. I think that, thinking back, I think when I did the God Gundam, it was probably something like that. I remember barely getting through the feet in the first stream, and maybe a tiny bit more. Which is 38 and 40. Park house high in RG is definitely. These runners are pretty dense too. There's a lot of parts on them. Weapons does the RG Epyon have? I think it's got the heat rod whip kind of thing, and then there's also a beam saber, I think. These 2 hours cutting out all the pieces for chest waist, and starting on arms, sanding them all, and keeping them in label bags whenever I bother to actually build. I can't do the. I'm just gonna prep all my parts and then assemble them later. I don't know why. I just can't do it. So what do you think is better, cheeseburger or chicken tenders? About to get dinner. It depends on from where. So I guess where. Let's do this final draw of the night, and we need a question, so that'd be a good question. So let's see. Final draw, we're going to do a number from 1 to 160 and cheeseburger or chicken tenders. 1 to 160, cheeseburger or chicken tenders. One number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to U.S. addresses. You must be present to win. In your answer to the question, the number has to be in the same comment for it to be a valid entry. 1 to 160, cheeseburger or chicken tenders. Now, if somebody answers a mobile suit, then they should have to eat that mobile suit. Oh, that would be a good question. Burger Boy from which, there you go. That'd be a good question, is what sauce to have with your chicken tenders. Maybe we'll save that for another stream. Next week's question, what is the best tasting mobile suit? I asked, I guess whoever wins, I'll eat whatever they said. So Kettle, you gotta really hope nobody answers a mobile suit, because then there's that chance. Mustard and ranch barbecue. Best tasting tequila Gundam. What happens if they're the same number? So James, if two people pull the same number, we usually flip a coin, like the Mecha Warehouse Discord challenge coin, or we'll essentially roll a random die to determine which of those winners is the actual winner. Homemade cheese sauce on tenders is great. Should be a picks number first. No, because then people would be changing their number, and we get all sorts of weird conflicts. And the order they appear in is not necessarily the same depending on where you're watching from. I've definitely seen them go in different orders on two different screens before. So and the coin toss is fun. Who designed the Mecha Warehouse logo? It's actually designed by an artist on Fiverr. I wish I remembered his name. I'll probably go look it up one of these days. He's from Indonesia, I think. Turns out he was a Gunpla builder as well, so just random luck of the draw on that one. What's the range? 1 to 160. What's the question? Cheeseburger or chicken tenders? Should find the artist inside of my sticker pack. That'd be pretty cool. I can go look. That's probably a pretty good idea. I hate where they put some of these undergated nubs sometimes. It's like always got to be that one that's a total pain. Wish I had, where's my knife? Do I have it up here? Guess not. Wish I had a hobby knife readily available on my desk here. feeling adventurous to do a candy color Gundam. I haven't really gotten the itch to try doing that. I'm not super into the way it looks, honestly. Like, I think it's pretty cool, but I've never really wanted to. I keep a knife and extra plates on my build desk. I've got one at my other desk, but not here right now, apparently. Questions wrote in my willpower to hold out against DoorDash. Sorry, guys. Need to get a channel sponsorship or something. Plans to do a red chrome from Psyche using candy ink over chrome. It's kind of cool. I feel like there are definitely certain designs that lend themselves to the look. $5 off 50 with code. Nick made me do it. I mean, if anybody from DoorDash or whoever is listening right now, feel free to reach out. Along with the live code last after stream, just to make sure if the giveaway doesn't come my way to try to pick up the Epyon. Should be long enough for you to do that. As long as you're not going to wait hours to go do it. If you were to head on the website when the stream ends, you should be good to go. Out of curiosity, Mad Mike, is the... are you interested in picking one up because of the stream, or are you planning to already? Hungry. Apparently, making everybody hungry. Try to sand this piece. I'm going to call time, I think. Well, maybe I'll do the last piece too, so then I can end on the giveaway. Wait, live code, what's that? Aggressive Platypus, top of the screen, live 10 for 10% off all in-stock items, only good during the stream, basically. And code of 15 for off all in-stock Kotobukiya this weekend, ends tomorrow night. I think he's referring to the live 10. If you want to pick up an RG Epyon, be a good way to save while doing that. So one for the 30-minute scissors kit bash. Just sucks that my Kotobukiya shipment already shipped the same day. Whoops. Oh, that's right. You had mentioned that earlier in the stream about the kit bash. I forgot about that. with the RG Epyon just because I wanted feed portions for Kit Bash. I mean, it's got some pretty cool looking feet, I guess. I feel like it's an expensive kit to buy just for the feet, but go ahead and the Mecha Warehouse stickers on there too. The sticker pack. Got all about that. I wonder how many we've sold. I haven't looked. Okay. Right now I'm starting to do the RG Epon. That's a good build. All right, so part way into the legs here. We'll call time. I'm just realizing I never set my answer in. Uh-oh. No hint of what type of Kotobukiya kit is in the redacted boxes. No. Okay, I'm gonna let easily infatuated in just because I see it. Just because I see it. Okay. 1 to 160. Red just because of the eyes, it has the only thing I've seen so far that worked to emulate the Mega Buster design from the last Mega Man Star Force game. Oh, interesting. Okay, 1 to 160. Number 67. Oh, we might have a winner. John Viray. Brandon Doucette. Is there a third one there? Okay, so we got 2 people picked 67. Brandon Doucette, John Viray. So we got to do a coin toss. So John and Brandon, whoever calls it first, we got hands and tails, I guess. Heads and tails. Whoever calls heads or tails first will get it. Then I will flip the coin and we will see who wins. John with heads, Brandon with tails, and they responded very fast with each other, so I don't think there's any conflict there. So I'm going to flip it, catch it, put it in the back of my hand. If it drops, I will reflip, and otherwise it will be good. Let's see who wins. Looks like it is heads. So, congratulations, John Viray. Am I pronouncing that right? You can send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com with your info, and we'll ship that out this week for you. Once again, congratulations. Thank you all for hanging out and watching tonight. Hope you had a good time. We'll be back next week, 8:30 p.m. Eastern next Saturday. We'll be giving away something else and probably continuing on this kit. Don't forget, we do have those 2 discount codes active on the site right now. Live 10 will be ending very soon after the stream. If perhaps you wanted your own RG Epyon, might be a good time to grab one. And otherwise, I will see you guys all next week. And to help out Kettle, what did John say? John Bray went with cheeseburger, so I guess you're eating a cheeseburger tonight. Good night, everyone. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time. Later.